These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with God Lover. As far as the budget goes, I too don't expect a fully seated government until after Ramadan. And as many articles have been stated, and the majority of the articles over the years have been proven more accurate than not, I'm still wishful thinking the 22 budget could be sent to Parliament after President and PM are elected. Then, in theory, they could read and vote the budget into law during the cabinet formation/seating. Once the government is set, open the budget. All right, Pimpy says there was talk again of the exchange rate. Somebody said, Pimpy, man, did you hear they want to change the rate to $4? Pimpy said, they sent me the article. The person said they want to change it to 4-4. No, if you keep reading, that's actually the date. It's April 4th. Not they want to change the rate to $4. There's just more talk about the rate. All right, Mountain Goat says the ongoing election saga continues between Maliki Gang and Al Sadr anti-corruption movement. In today's news, we are told they intend to hold the election for president on March 26, assign committees, and even announce the prime minister. All right, Mark Z says government is still looking to be sat over there before or on March 26. There is a lawsuit on April 4th that will go through IF. That exchange rate in Iraq has not been changed yet. Mark Z continued, also says Redemption Center folks are not working this weekend. Got a heads up, they will be working on Monday. What most of my banking sources in Reno are hearing is it's going to be early this week. That is what they are being told at this point. Bob the Tax Man says the only problem we have is the thing we don't know. Question, is this going to be a free float or not? Because if it's going to free float, it's going to have a lot of volatility. Note, consult your informed financial advisors at the appropriate time to concoct a dinar exit strategy that is best for you and your unique circumstances. Militiaman question, would love your thoughts on all recent articles that refer to the previous rate. Can you really disregard the rate in December 2020 before they lowered the rate of the dinar? And Militiaman says a previous era apparently denotes a start and end time of a significant event. The relatively recent period since they devalued has far less impact than the era that was considered glory days of roughly $3.22. Those days had a rate that was not under sanctions, like now as Chapter 7 has been lifted. Reverting back to program rate of $11.90 would put them right back to a program rate, would likely not ever allow them into the international arena. And so the amount of monies to be collected at the ports and borders will be staggering, in my opinion, will support far more than $11.90 or even $12.00. It will likely support an era of the glory days. They told us the worth of the dinar in 2017 was worth $1.17 based off only oil. Add in the rest and inflation, one should easily see that the rear will be a far cry over $11.90. That will in the end be when the rate of $11.90 or even $14.60 is disregarded, and rightfully so by me, in my opinion. All right, God Lover article quote, Al Fath announces the filing of a lawsuit with the federal court regarding the exchange rates of the dollar, unquote. Another quote, there is a lawsuit submitted to the federal court to restore the exchange rate to what it was, and what we are waiting for a response from the federal court, unquote. God Lover says, I pray this is not accurate. However, most of the articles on the exchange rate either state the same thing or imply it. All right, Pimpy says people are like they're going to change the rate. No, Pimpy says I already told you what some of the factors are. How are you going to change the rate if a government isn't even established? There's an election but no government. The budget hasn't been passed. There's a lot of other factors in there that need to be taken into consideration before you could talk about the exchange rate. All right, and lastly, RV already says Parliament still talking rate when they have nothing to do with it. Total political theater.